This is Sarah Squires with today's edition of WyoToday Newsroom. On Monday evening, a group of community members gathered outside Riverton City Hall for a special celebration, the lighting of the Menorah for Hanukkah. Rabbi Zalman Mendelsohn, rabbi and spiritual leader for the Shabbat Jewish Community Center in Jackson, presided over the event, and WyoToday's Teal Davis was on the scene. Here's Rabbi Mendelsohn.
Over 3,000 years ago. And as they settled the land and they built up the place and they built up a beautiful temple in the holy city of Jerusalem, the local Syrian Greek armies did not like the Jewish traditions and celebrations. And so they attacked the Jewish people, ransacked the temple, and outlawed all of Jewish tradition. A small group of Maccabees, Jewish activists and people with pride and backbone, got up and stood up and they said, we might be smaller than those Syrian Greeks, but we have God on our side. We have values on our side. We will fight back. And so they fought back against the Syrian Greeks. They recaptured the temple. They came inside and found the golden menorah was still there, but there was no oil to light the lights of the menorah. They searched and found a small jug of oil, just enough to last one night. A miracle happened. It lasted 8 nights. And that is the origin story of why we celebrate the holiday of Hanukkah for 8 nights. The story is a story of old. It dates back more than 2,000 years ago. But its relevance has everlasting meaning. It's relevant to us today in 2025. You all saw that news the other day, just yesterday. A community in Sydney, Australia, were standing around lighting the menorah, and some radical Islamists came and shot up the place, killing 14 people and injuring dozens more. My friend Rabbi Eli was among those who were killed. I just saw him in New York 3 weeks ago. We sat together, we broke bread together. And now his wife and 5 kids are left without a husband. The story is a story of hatred that dates back for centuries. But the light of the menorah reminds us that we don't cower in fear. Like the Maccabees of old, we are not afraid of those who seek our destruction. We have a God on our side, we have faith on our side, we have optimism on our side. And we continue to kindle the lights of the menorah, making sure that we're spreading light into a dark world. In 1993, in Billings, Montana, there was episode after episode of anti-Semitism. There were Jewish cemeteries that were desecrated. All kinds of hatred flyers that were going around saying Jews are from pigs and monkeys. They have no place in America. Until it reached a boiling point. A young Jewish boy had lit his menorah in the window of his home. An anti-Semitic neo-Nazi took a rock and threw it through the window of the home of this young Jewish boy. The glass shattered, the menorah was broken, and the next day the Billings Gazette wrote an article describing this hatred, this act of hatred. In the article, they depicted what a menorah looks like. The community in Billings rallied. This is not who we are. This is not what we represent. Thousands of people throughout Billings cut out the picture of the menorah. And what do they do with it? They each put that picture of the menorah in their own windows, saying, not in our town, we will not tolerate hate. When we see a rise of anti-Semitism, it is telling us the story of an upcoming destruction of a culture, of a community. When a community becomes hateful of Jews, it starts with the Jews, but it never ends with the Jews. As the famous words of a great pastor during the Holocaust, he wrote, first they came for the communists, and I was not a communist, so I didn't speak out. Then they came for the fascists, or then they came for the Christians, and I was not a Christian, or I was not a Catholic, so I did not speak out. And they came for group after group after group, until they came for my group, the Protestants. And by then, there was nobody else to speak out. This is the story of our time. when anti-Semitism and hatred raises its ugly head, each and every one of us has an obligation to do our part to speak out now, clearly, openly, because it's coming to a door next to you, it's coming to a town next to you. Hatred that starts with the Jews never ends with the Jews. And the light of the menorah that starts with the Jews, the goodness and kindness of the menorah that starts with the Jews, also never ends with the Jews. So I call upon each and every one of you. We all have the opportunity to do our part. Fred and Lou have done their part. They called on me. They invited the students in their classrooms to build fashion menorahs, to teach about Jewish tradition and tolerance and acceptance and love. Now each and every one of us has an obligation to pay it forward and do our part to participate in that beautiful vision for tomorrow as well.
2 menorahs were lit at the event. One was crafted by students from Wyoming Indian High School and the other by those enrolled at Wind River Job Corps. The event was organized by Fred and Lou Poutre, who have helped make the city more inclusive this year. As the candles were lit in the crisp night air, community members gathered in song.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidishanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu.
That was WyoToday's Teal Davis on the scene at Monday's menorah lighting. If you're getting ready for winter or you're already feeling that Wyoming cold, Porter's Mountain View Supply is the place to stop. They specialize in wood stoves and pellet stoves, helping homeowners find the right heating solution for their space. And it's not just the stoves. Porter's carries pellet fuel, stovepipe and venting, chimney components, and all the accessories you need, from stove tools and gloves to cleaners and maintenance supplies. Check out Porter's Mountain View Supply at 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton. Give them a call at 307-856-6066 or stop in and talk with the team today.